Are you a leader, a person of influence, or a content creator who is serious about building their online business? Then our team is for you. I work with 6- and 7-figure earners in the industry, and we're looking for new talent that we can train, coach, and mentor to reach their highest levels. So if you're a committed, hardworking, and coachable individual, send in an application down below to join our team now.
So I'm going to start this dive into some specific examples with an example that you've seen last week and the week before. David and Mohammed shared this example of a session with Ethereum Classic. It started here. It opened the trade at 42.07 and closed at 27.53, which was 34.56 lower than where it entered. And then this was a 6.67% profit. I'm just going to take you into my markup on it to share with you and elaborate on a few points that Bren had said. So during that session, from when it opened until it bought and sold 945 times during that time, and it came through a full market drop of 70.3%. It's just mind-blowing what's possible here. And then it closed, as you can see the line, it closed that much lower than the initial buy here. So just to give you a visual of what's possible, it's just absolutely incredible what happens here. Then I'm going to give you another view, and don't let all of the lines on the chart here overwhelm you, but this is an example, a chart markup that Mohammed asked me to do. And this is that same trading session. And what it shows is each of these green lines is one of those 945 trades that were closed in profit. And it's just incredible how it goes through the price action and makes these. So there's a couple points that I want to elaborate here, and they're points that Bren made. Do you see here these sections where it's less green? So there is less trades that happen during that time. And it is when there was a longer stretch of candles and that pullback, that 0.5% pullback that Mohammed so brilliantly coded in, it didn't happen. So the trade action, whether it's a buy or a sell, doesn't happen until that 0.5% takes place. The relevance to that's just really important to build trust with you of what's possible here is, number one, on the way down, it's risk management. So it will not open another trade until it does that pullback. And that's so that if it does a huge drop all at once with one candle or two candles, and doesn't do that pullback, it's not going to open a whole bunch of trades. So that is risk management. It's protecting your account. And then on the way up, as Bren showed that one example where it was doing a stretch up, here's an example right here. And I have a zoomed in example coming up for you there. It is a trailing take profit. So it's risk management on the way down, on the way up, it's profit optimization. Just absolutely brilliant. So here is that session and just showing you how busy the bot is. Well, you're just going on with your life. It is minute by minute, actually in nanoseconds, observing the market and taking all of these trades. And that these open sessions here where you see less lines, that is the part that Bren had mentioned, that the enhancement is coming. So make sure you're here, as David said, on next Monday's call when Mohammed talks about that incredible enhancement that is coming. So here is mine and Bren's account, our uni session. It opened up, we had started a balance of 600. And as you can see here, the initial buy was on April the 5th. And it closed out on July 28th with that final trade was a profit of $50.51, which is another example of that trailing take profit where the profit optimization is in place with that retracement added into the code. And the total profit of this session was $125.40, which we Oh, wait, did you hear that? Can I get some acceleration for that? Sorry, I can't help but have the child in me gets so excited with all of this. So let's bring that session. I see you laughing, Ken. Oh, okay. So here, let's bring this session over to the chart so that you can have a visual of what's happening with the price action with that. So that entry was up here at 1166. It came through again, over 70% drop, created all those trades. 12.48% profit was gathered during that trading session. How crazy is that? So as the market was crashing, we grabbed 12.48% on just this one bot. We collected that. That final trade of $50 was an 8.4% profit in itself. That one trade, because of the brilliant strategy that does the waits for the retracement, that trailing take profit, we got an 8.4% trade with a total profit on that session of 20.9%. And it closed up here. And here's another example. Do you see this long blue stretch of candles? It did not close until that retracement happened, which is the reason for this 8.4% profit. Yes, so it was 19.94% lower than the initial buy session. Just brilliant. I'm absolutely in love with this strategy. So here is the next session of ETC, starting balance of 1,000. The initial buy was again on April 7th. The time that we started all of our bots was brilliant. It was right at the top, right before the crash. So we got to watch it all happen. Proof of concept that the one-click strategy can manage these massive market drops. So it closed as well on July 28th with a closing trade because of that trailing take profit, $120.19 with a total profit of $237.24 on this particular account. And wait for it. Are you ready? There we go. Okay, so here we go. We're on the charts now. And we got 11.7% during that trading session, which was also more than 70% market drop that it withstood, 71.23, in fact, to be specific. And once again, here is the example of that stretch that waited for the retracement, 23.7% total profit on this session. So what happened with ETC after it closed that long session that had to come through the crash? Well, since July 28th until August 7th, last evening at 10 p.m. my time, 23 sessions have opened and closed over the last 10 days, resulting in 3.6 overall gain. Pretty impressive. That's a lot to celebrate, and that's just one coin. Here we go. Here is another visual. So what is the difference between those long sessions and the short ones? This is the volatility that we keep on talking about. So here in that 10 days, 23 sessions opened and closed in 10 days, creating that 3.6% profit because of all of this extra movement. So that's what you're looking for. If you're deciding which coin you want to use and you're been told to go to CoinMarketCap and look for volatility, that's the difference. That's the comparison of what happens. And Bren also mentioned that all of the altcoins will likely, it's highly probable that they'll be more profitable than Ethereum and Bitcoin because they make these extra volatile, these extra movements minute by minute in the market. And that's what creates the profit. And here's the visual of the price action of that long session where it was going down and then up. So that's the difference between the 10-day 3.6% and then the long. I should have marked the days here, but you can see the visual of how much longer this session was. That is it.